Well, I haven't done a video in days, and it's just hard to explain what's been going on. A lot of things with my son. This is going to be a watch the replay, I guess, because I don't have a lot of time. So it'll just be, because my phone memory is still stinky, and I need, because of iCloud, and I need to, go up and edit videos still because I was busy with a lot of just logistics of taking care of my son and stuff this week. He needs to be in a drug alcohol treatment situation, and he had to sign a contract with the adult family home that he lives with so that he can stay there because things got way out of hand. Anyway, I had to close his bank account. Don't come after me, but I had to put his money in a trust fund because his money was already in a trust fund, but I had to put all the rest of his money in a trust fund, switch the bank account around. I just got that all finished today, just like a half hour to an hour ago. I got it all done. So his Social Security money is going into a different trust fund account, and that he can't just go and spend money on whatever, because the whatever he was spending it on, my puppy just decided that he's gonna cry. Oh shoot. So anyway, but I haven't been on here in a long time, days. I don't know how long it's been, a week or better. Anyway, you guys, I have 149 subscribers. The last time that I updated and gave a shout for how many subscribers I had was when we flipped over 100. So now we're flipping 150, and that's pretty cool. I'm going to take it, I'm happy about it. So our next goal, of course, will be 200, and we'll just keep going. And so pretty exciting. So I had a training for 2 days. The other thing I did this week was that I had a training for 2 days for work. So I was gone 2 full days, 10 hours away from my dogs because, hi, somebody's here. Hello. That's great. And I had training to do. I had to be gone 10 hours because I had an hour to travel there and an hour to travel back. So couple of days of training to get my home care aide certification. 2 people in the room. Yay! Hello. Malesh Kugati. Are you new here? I think you are. I don't think I've seen your name before. Sorry if you've been here and I don't recognize it. But anyway, good to have somebody new checking out the channel. It's awesome. So I talk about health and wellness and eating food for medicine. Food is medicine. Oh, I have a package here today. I need to go look and see if it's here. So this is just kind of a catch-up chat. Hi, 4 people in. That's awesome. Somebody, I don't know what pram means. Sorry. I have no idea what pram means. You'll have to phrase it differently so I know what you're talking about, because I don't know. So anyway, and if it's good to talk about, we'll talk about it. So I did a bunch of cleaning yesterday because I had a friend who needed a place to stay, whose husband is being abusive, and she needs to. I'm sorry I can't tell you, Malesh, because I don't know what you're talking about. So pram isn't a word that I'm familiar with. And if it's rude or disgusting, we're not talking about it. And I have no idea what it is, so it might be rude and disgusting. So I will not tell you because I'm not getting off of here to Google it. So you can either tell me or get off. Hello, Valentine. How are you? You're new too, I think. So we've got two newbies. Malesh, I don't know what you're getting at, and it doesn't sound good. And this is not what I came on here to talk about. So anyway. Good, I'm glad you're good, Valentine. Nice to have you. And I have every right to block you, Malesh, if I feel like I need to, because I don't know what pram means, and I really feel like it's not something I want to be enlightened to because you are not telling me what it means. I am good, Valentine. I was freaking awesome. Am freaking awesome. And I have a new boarder with 3 children. Because she needs to get away from her husband, and she's separating from him and then divorcing. He is committing adultery on her, and so she is here. But that's all private, so I'm not sharing her name or whatever or anything other, details or whatever. Just, yeah, that's just it's kind of cool because I have a large house, and I've been praying about either moving or utilizing the house for something useful instead of just me living here by myself. And so I've got a renter moving in on the 1st of August with her husband and their baby, which is awesome. And then for 2 weeks, if my friend so chooses, she's going to stay here to stay safe. So anyway, so that's what's going on. She went to the gym with her kiddos, and I'm taking off to go volunteer at my client's house to actually clean her house a little bit and clean her cat boxes because she can't do it. She's elderly and infirm, and so I am going over there to help her. And so I'm not trying to toot my horn. I'm just saying what I'm doing today. So anyway, I haven't been over there because this week has been crazy with all the things going on with my son. I spent 5 hours on the phone with National Social Security number, the National 800 number for Social Security. It was a real fun time. Not. Anyway, I got the first call. They told me that I needed to get a different routing number for the bank account that I'm switching to because the routing number changed because the bank sold to another bank, whatever. So then, yeah, it's been crazy. And so I had to figure out what the old routing number was because I didn't have record of that anymore. Really old stuff. And then, Chuki, go in the bedroom. Come on, go. So anyway, so I had to get all of that figured out. And Social Security doesn't keep track of what you've already done on the phone with them. So in other words, I had to call back and they had to confirm my identity. They had to confirm my mother's maiden name. They had to confirm my maiden name. They had to confirm this information, this number, that number, this birth date, that birth date, mine, my son's, all the things. Anyway, it was cray-cray. So they get all done with it and they say, well, the information doesn't match and we can't tell you which information matches. So sorry, 5 hours on the phone. So I was on the phone, off the phone to call the bank, called the bank, got the correct routing number, called them back, waited another hour and a half on hold, waited an hour and a half on hold the first time. The second lady hung up on me because she thought I was being rude because I got frustrated. I told her I've been on hold for a long time and you are saying I didn't give you the right information. And she asked me if I had a piece of mail, and I said, yeah, I do. All kinds of mail that has my address. We've lived here for 20 years. And she's like, if you're not going to cooperate, if you're being uncooperative, then I'm hanging up on you. I'm like, I'm trying to cooperate. I've just been on hold for already, like over 3 hours. Like, I really want, like, who's not cooperating? Like, anyway, I wasn't a happy camper. So finally, the last lady was nice, and I told her what happened to me before, that the one lady hung up on me, and she goes, that's uncalled for. Like, that's really uncalled for. So that was nice to have somebody from Social Security validate me and say that, because at that point I really needed it, because I told her, I said, I've been on the phone for like 5 hours over this, almost 6 hours, and I'm super, actually it was 5 hours, because it was like 1:15 when I started in the afternoon, and by 5:15 I got off the phone with them, and the situation still wasn't resolved. Oy vey! So anybody would be frustrated, and I had to listen to their hold music all that time. I couldn't really do anything else because I had to, I could have, I guess. I could have got on the computer and dinked around maybe, or something, but anyway, it was annoying. So, people dropped out. They're like, I don't want to hear your story. But anyway, maybe somebody will want to watch the replay. I'm just saying. So, because some people have, the same deal with disabilities and children with disabilities and all of that. It's not easy. So anyway, being a caregiver and being a parent of somebody with disabilities can be really challenging. So anyway, I finally got so then I said to the last lady, this is the punchline here at the end of the story, is that I said, oh, so if I call the local Social Security office, I'll probably get help easier, right? Because they don't have to go all through this identity confirmation thing. They already have me confirmed in their system or whatever. She said, yeah, that would be easier. So, and I know that I can wait. One reason why I hesitate to call the local one is their hold times can be just as long. But, you want to be on hold with national and then not get things resolved? Or do you want to be on hold with local Social Security and then get your situation resolved potentially? So anyway, I got the situation resolved. It was awesome because today I called. I wasn't even on the hold that long. Like, God had mercy on me because I waited. I paid my dues the other day and waited online on the phone off and on for 4 hours. Yeah, being on hold for 4 hours is not a cakewalk. So anyway, I got it resolved. I got his bank account changed and figured out. My son was not happy. It's really hard when you have an adult child with a disability who is trying to live independently, but they're having trouble independently living because he has addiction issues. So the thing is, he's been independent, he's had his own bank account, he's tried to live on his own. It's not working very well because of addictions, because of mental illness. It's just, it's not fun. Like, it's really, really, really not fun. And so, for him or for me. So, I understand Steven's, my son's frustration too. Not entirely, because I'm not the one that's, disabled really. I mean, we're all, who isn't, you know, some kind of disabled or dysfunctional, let me say. But some people have a much more, like, we shouldn't, like those of us who have an easier time should not be so hard on the people that have a really hard time, because he's having a really hard time. So anyway, he was not happy that I closed his bank account, because he checks his bank account every day and he knew how much he had in it. And he kept saying for like 2 or 3 days, he kept saying, you owe me $130, because I took that $133 because he signed a contract saying he would go into clean and sober program, that he would go into some kind of drug rehab, you know, and he said he would do that, signed a contract that he couldn't stay in the house, the adult family home, unless he does that. And so anyway, in order to stop him from being able to spend money on things that he shouldn't, and the owner of the home having to, you know, keep running interference and looking for alcohol and drugs and stuff, it's better if Stephen does not have free access to money that he can use to get drugs. Right? So, makes sense to me. So, anyway, I took the $130 and put it in his trust fund that he does not have access to. He doesn't have direct access to it, I should say. But if he needs something and I need to pay for it, it's not covered by like the care home, then I can go ahead and take it out of the trust fund and it's covered for Stephen. So anyway, that's that. So I'm really glad it got fixed. And apparently I just talked to the owner of the home and he said that Stephen has been in a good mood the last couple of days. I think maybe he's realizing that things are going to be okay, and that now that he's sobered up from his big drunk escapade the other day that he had, and doing things he wasn't so proud of. Like, who does things they're proud of when they're drunk, huh? I mean, some people are just quiet drunks, but not very many. Usually alcohol and drugs make you do things that you're not so proud of. And also people can take advantage of you when you don't have all your faculties. I like to be sober, so it's safer to be sober. That's a good t-shirt, isn't it? It's safer to be sober. Anyway, in every way. So I like being sober. I think there's a lot more joy in being sober than joy in being high. Because you can get a natural high and you don't have all the after effects of throwing up, putting toxins in your body, poisoning your body. I don't know where the package is that I supposedly got. Maybe it's in the mailbox. Anyway, I was supposed to get this, I'll tell you about this, and then I gotta go. There's a guy named Rocky Tanaka, and his YouTube channel is called Sitting with Dogs. And well, I don't know if there's any regulars in here, but regulars might watch this later. And they know that I have 2 dogs. I have a Shepherd mix and a Chihuahua mix. And Rocky Tanaka has a dog rescue outfit that he's just starting. It's new. And it's called Flip's Farm. And because he had a dog named Flip, and Flip passed away. So now Flip's Farm is a dog rescue, and they actually have, it's a coffee farm too. They raise coffee, make coffee, you know, roast. I don't think they're a roaster. I think they send their beans away for roasting. They don't have that capability yet. But anyway, I got a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt. I'm excited about it. It's cotton and it's white, but it has this dog that's a blue heeler, and we used to have a blue heeler. I had to put her down last year. And unfortunately, just because she's old and blind and deaf and in pain and stuff. So anyway, she she was a great dog. This little puppy reminds me of her because he's a blue heeler. And he had a traumatic accident. They don't know for sure what happened because he ended up at the shelter and he had a broken leg. And so they got through Rocky Tanaka and his channel. They raised $15,000 for the first surgery. And then just last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, something like that, his name is Bean. He's so cute. Anyway, go look up his channel, Sitting with Dogs. I'll post it in the show notes. Anyway, Chucky, quit begging for whatever you're begging for. It's not dinner time, okay? It's dinner time all the time to you. No. Oh, brother, you gotta see this. I won't call him down. Come here, Chucky. Come on. Show the people. Show the people. Yes, you're cute, but you don't need nothing, okay? You don't need anything. My English is atrocious. So anyway, you need nothing. So, sorry, my lips are dry. I gotta apply lip balm. So anyway, yeah, so, anyway, he had to have another surgery because he got a hernia, and it was from whatever happened with the accident caused him to get a hernia that was dangerous to where it was affecting how he was eating. He was throwing up. He couldn't keep food down or whatever. He was still in a good mood because he's such a good dog. Such a cute puppy. They're going to get him adopted out when all of his medical things, when he's stable and everything. He's getting really stable already. He's soon to be adopted out. I would love to get him, but I already have 2 dogs. And my shepherd mix is extra. And I don't need more. I can't do it. Plus, I'm getting renters and babies and a baby living here in my house, and I can't do it. So anyway, don't need extra. But I love blue heelers. Jasmine was an awesome dog. Blue heelers are great. You have to get used to them because they have a different demeanor. They, I don't know. They can be very sensitive. They're very sensitive. They're great watchdogs. They need a job to do. They have to be herding or doing something, like that. And so that's important. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here, but I thought I would tell you because I got my package, and I'll show you the t-shirt when I get it, but it's super cute. Bean's a lot cuter than the t-shirt is. Anyway, Valentin, thank you for being here. I don't know if you're still here, but I can't tell who is here. There's one person still here. And I'm going to get off and go get my clients' cat boxes clean and stuff and volunteer for her. She still doesn't have her insurance reinstated. They need to get with the program. This woman needs to be safe. Anyway, it looks like God is opening doors for me to take care of people, which is what I asked him. Because I'm like, God, I'm living here by myself, and I feel like I need more of a purpose in life again. And I do need to be taking care of people because I feel like that's what God's called me to do. And right now I'm not getting paid to be a caregiver, but I'm volunteering to be a caregiver. But I just went through training to get my HCA. I said that earlier in the video, to get my HCA training over the weekend. HCA is home care aid. And I just got the 2-day training, and we're going to go through a skills test and a written test and skills test. The written test is super easy. The skills test can be a little tricky, but we learned it inside and out. The trainer was really good, and he said before our test comes, we should we can get a refresher. We can go, it's free, and we can go back in and we can do a really quick refresher of anything we might be rough on. So that's cool, right? So anyway, it was great. And I've been certified before. I've been a nurse's aide before, been all certifications and everything for that. I never had to have medical delegation, you know, nurse delegation. I never got nurse delegation because it wasn't required whenever I was a nurse's aide a long time ago. So I am 61 and I have been at this since I was in my 20s. Actually, my first job was volunteer and I was 17. So, because I begged and begged and begged a nursing home to give me a job anywhere in the kitchen, on the floor, as a nurse's aide, as a candy striper, whatever. I'll do anything. Because I just felt led to work with people, with the elderly. Clara Joy. I don't like Taylor Swift. No offense. But, I mean, you probably should know that somebody might or might not like her. Do you like her? I don't like popular music, honestly. I don't. Generally speaking. I just don't. There's a lot of messy, evil stuff in the Hollywood world and in music and stuff like that. Some people are doing the right thing, but a lot of people are bought and paid for by the devil. Just gonna say. You want my blunt answer or do you want my lying answer? Because lately I seem to be pretty blunt. I turned 60 and I got no filter. I'm just going to tell you, which is good. Because what you see is what you get. Anyway, somebody left. Maybe it was Clara Joy. Sorry, Clara. Hope you come back, though. Anyway. Okay. Like it or don't like it. Subscribe or don't. But do what's good for you. And I am low carb, carnivore. And a lot of my content is that. But it's also about my dogs. And it's about horses. It's about riding. It's about taking care of people. It's about my disabled son, adult son, helping him, helping parents to deal with disability and deal with difficult children in general, difficult adult children, because you don't stop being a parent. I mean, at least I don't. Some people do. Some people, well, you get tired, and I get that. You know, I get it. But as a Christian, you can't give up, right? Hi, doggy girl. I think you're the only OG in here right now. Everybody else was new. It's okay. I think, Clara Joy, are you new? Anyway, Clara Joy might leave me because I don't like Taylor Swift. Sorry. I'm sorry. But I can't like somebody if I don't like them. You know? Thanks, doggy girl. Do you love Taylor Swift? Oh my gosh. Anyway, my younger sister is watching today. Oh, watching Taylor. Is Taylor Swift on? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? Is that? I'm out of the loop. Okay. Oh, you mean she's watching right here today? Watching me, not Taylor Swift. Awesome. I can't be on very long though, because I gotta go clean cat boxes. That's freaking awesome. I won over Taylor Swift. I'm thebomb.com. Just kidding. Thanks, doggy girl. See, Clara Joy, you gotta hang around more. Just because I don't like Taylor Swift doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing. You might actually, you know what? Differences of opinion are the spice of life. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be boring if everybody believed the exact same thing and had the exact same opinions and looked the same, act the same, no differences? That would be a pain in the butt. You know what I think I'll do? I might pop off, because literally I'm still in my pajamas. And, oh, okay, your little sister likes cats and dogs more. Cats more than dogs, doggy girl, for some reason. Well, I get it. I mean, you know, they're totally different. Literally, different animals, different species. Cats are bendy and they can jump and do things that dogs can't, and they can land without getting hurt, usually, unless they get old. And hi, Sissy. I'm so glad Doggy Girl's sister is here with us. It's so cool. I found out the other day that my audience is generally younger, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm young at heart, so there you go. And I've taught kids for a lot of years, so there you go. You gotta stay young. That's my advice to you. That's my advice today, right now. Whether you have a son with autism, or, which I do, or you have difficulties, or you've been through this or that, or maybe your parents divorced, or things have been rough, or not, you gotta stay young at heart. It's not wrong to my husband. I lost him 4 years ago, for anybody who's new. But he, thank you, Doggy Girl. I love you back. Doggy Girl says, you are awesome. People who are coming on watching the replay can't see that. I need to figure out how to use a platform where we can see the chat, that people who are on later can see the chat, which would be cool. But anyway, or, you know, help me figure it out. Anyway, somebody help me figure it out. But it's all good in the neighborhood. So, yeah, I see that. No, there's 2 people on. I don't know who the second person is. It's okay. There's 2 people on right at this minute. Oh, Doggy Girl, I love you. She said, you deserve more watchers. Well, I know you're promoting my channel. Share it. Share it on social media. Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Awesome. Do it. Because we like our lives. We like to have interaction, right? And talk about stuff. So it's fun. But anyway, what I was saying is stay young at heart. Because you'll live a long time. You'll live longer. You'll enjoy life more. And even if you have hardships and hard stuff, you can learn to find joy even in the hard stuff. And if you have to cry, cry. It's okay. And I hope that what I am, I was told one time that I'm a soft place to land. And I do believe that. Sometimes with the hard things that I've been through, I haven't felt like I was as nice a person as I want to be. But you know what? The Bible says that we go from glory to glory and strength to strength. And my faith has been shaken over the last 4 years. Actually, over the last probably 14, 16 years or so. It's been a lot, and I have had to keep coming back. Because where else do I have to go but to Jesus? I don't have anywhere else to go, really. And He is my joy. He is my strength. God is my refuge. God is my strength. A very present help in trouble. That is a psalm. I believe that's in Psalms. So, easy to talk to. You're easy to talk to and give our opinions and things like that. You are so nice and caring. Well, you know, like I just said, doggy girl, you're making me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Anyway, it does make me tear up, but I would say that the only good in me is Jesus. And I have tried to cooperate with Him, and we do. We have there's a piece that we play because we have to follow. You know, Jesus said, follow me. So it's not like, come on, you're going with me and you're going to be good and blah, blah, blah. Jesus said, no, come, follow me. So we have to make a choice. And if we keep making that choice and we keep following Him and the Bible says, walk in the Spirit and you will not fulfill the desires of the flesh, right? So, walk in the Spirit and you'll do good. You'll do the right thing, but you won't do it out of legalism. You'll do it because God is doing something and working in you and you're cooperating. Oh, wow. You are excited, doggy girl? I'm glad you're excited. She's excited about going back to school. People are watching the replay. So, in 3 weeks, you go back to school. Wow. So, what grade are you in? You said you're 13, right? Let me guess. Are you going to high school? So, is it your first year in high school or you're a sophomore in high school? Anyway, I thought you said you were 13. I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember. I love school because we have a Bible class. Ah, cool. You go to, all right, 8th grade. Awesome. Yeah, I was going to say 8th grade. I thought freshman or 8th grade. One or the other. Cool beans. So cool. I used to teach at a Christian school. Maybe that's why you and I click so well. I used to teach 3rd grade in a Christian school. So, private Christian school. Is it small? Because I used to teach at a small private Christian school. It was grade school through high school, but it was still really small, even with all those grades. It was preschool through high school. It was Douglas County Christian School in Roseburg, Oregon, and they're no longer in operation. They closed years ago, but they were in operation for quite a while, and the principal and his wife just got older, and then the school closed, sadly. I always think that we should replicate ourselves and we should train people to take our place. Like, the prophet Elijah and Elisha. Elisha was the predecessor of Elijah, and Elijah trained up Elisha. At least 350 people at our school. We go from nursery to 12th grade. Yeah, that's like the school I taught in. It was preschool, which is same kind of, well, nursery maybe goes down to babies, but I get it. Yeah, cool. 12th grade. Almost like the school. 350 people. I think ours was smaller. I think my class was 17 and it was one of the bigger classes. One year it was 17. The year before it was a few less. I can't remember, like 15 or 14. And then 17 the next year. And then I think there was another class that was like 17. I don't know. Anyway. Down to 3 and 4-year-olds. Yeah, it was about the same. Because preschool starts at 3 years old. I don't know if back then if it started at 3 years old though. Because honestly, I'm old. I taught in 1990, I started teaching school. So I taught from 90 to 91, and then I had a baby in 92. So I quit teaching when I got pregnant because I didn't want to go through the school year pregnant and then have a baby in the middle of the year, because I didn't want to do that to my kids at school, because I didn't think it was very nice to have them have me the first part of the year, and then in November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, that'd be 7 months of the school year that they would have to have a brand new teacher. And it might have gone just fine, but I thought, I don't know how I'm going to feel pregnant, and I don't know how I'm going to handle the workload being pregnant, because it was my first pregnancy. I just didn't know. So I gave my put in my notice. So anyway, but it was all good. So what would that have been? It would have been September, October, November. Yeah, see, I would have only been 3.5 months. About 3.5 months, maybe 4 months, depending on when school starts. Grandmother used to teach at Fort Payne School. I don't remember which grade she taught, though. Doggy girl, I really liked 3rd grade. I always said that I wouldn't teach anything above 4th grade because my thinking at the time was teenagers are rough and they can be hard to teach. But then I had my own teenagers, and yes, they were hard. Like, I had my daughters both went through kind of a rebellious period, and my son, because of his disability and mental illness, has been difficult. So I had 3 kids that had difficult seasons, and my son's still in a difficult season. However, once kids get to be teenagers, once they get to be 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 in there, they can have grown-up, conversations, and that's super cool, right? So it was fun to have grown-up conversations with my kids, more grown-up conversations, and to be able to find out more about them and how they ticked and how they thought. So it was good but we did go through rough patches. And sometimes you just got to pray through those things. It's not that you're a bad parent, it's just rough. So, anyway, Doggy Girl, for the people watching the replay, Doggy Girl, you're so sweet. She passed away. Grandmother, yes, I thought it was your grandmother. Passed in 2021. Oh, that wasn't very long ago. In May, sadly. She was 81 when she passed. She stopped teaching at 60 something, so she hadn't been teaching for a while. Wow. You know, teachers are awesome, especially the good ones, especially the ones that aren't abusive to their kids, because I've seen bad teachers, don't get me wrong. I've seen teachers that really shouldn't be in the classroom, just saying. Like, why are you teaching? You're mean. But I've also seen the other side, teachers that really make a difference. I had a teacher like that was super encouraging, that lifted me up and made me feel really smart. And I really liked her because I had some teachers that made me feel stupid. And that's what I mean about there being some teachers that really are, don't let me say it, I want to say a B-head. But it's true. Anyway, there's not B-I-T-C-H, but B-U-T-T, head. Yes, but I've been saying that a lot today, so I'm trying to keep my language nice. Anyway, so I gotta go. She and I were also really close, and I spent most of my summer days at her house. I also spent the night every Friday night. Wow, that's so cool that you lived close to her and were able to do that. She was the best. I had a grandma that lived 3.5, 4 hours away, and I didn't see her all the time, but whenever we went to visit, we stayed for a few days, and we would go for the holidays and go for Thanksgiving. One time there was a big snowstorm, and snow fell on the roof, and branches fell on the roof. It was crazy in the middle of the night, and I remember that. And they had horses, and we would ride horses. It was awesome. She was my next door neighbor. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool to have your grandma live next door. I remember my grandmother very fondly, and we wrote letters back and forth all the time, even in college, even when I left for college. I was super close to her. It was really hard when she had a stroke, and after that she wasn't the same. She couldn't communicate. She became nonverbal, and it was hard. Hi, William Beach. I'm about to get off. Sorry. My parents said she would spoil me rotten. I bet she would. We're talking about Doggy Girl's grandma, William. So anyway, I'm gonna get off. And I might, if I can, if I have enough, well, I probably won't have enough service. I gotta drive to my client's house, and my service will probably drop off. But I might get back on in the car. If I drop off, it's because I don't have any service. So we shall see what happens. Anyway, it's been super good talking to you, Doggy Girl. I will try not to be such a stranger, because last week I was a stranger because I had a lot to do. But these breaks coming in here and just chatting with you, I could even like go on my vibration plate, which is kind of an exercise thing. And when I get my rebounder, I'm going to get a rebounder. I'm probably going to get a B-Can. I think that's what it's called, the brand. Doggy Girl says, I love whenever I get on your stream. You are so nice and easy to talk to. Bye. Thank you. You're a sweetie. Maybe we can have a meet-up sometime. I'll come to the south and hug your neck. Okay? Okay. Anyway, bye. See ya. Bye, William. Come back now. To explain doggy girls from the south, so we talk like that sometimes around here. Bye.